WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high-performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217-732-2140. Joe Ryan, Country Financial. For all your insurance needs, see Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735-4385. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln. For all your printing needs, including vinyl graphics and banners. Phone 217-732-3121. Lincoln Printers since 1970. Grau Incorporated on North Tickapoo Street in Lincoln. Logan County Chevrolet, Buick and Cadillac dealer since 1953. Phone 735-4444. And by Four Corners Lube for the best full-service oil changes, transmission, and radiator flushes, brake service, and lawn care needs. Stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats.
Well, it's Saturday at 9 and we are ready to go on air. We've got Scott and Jake and Jim and Lloyd who are all accounted for. The cheap seats theme is over now, but one guy still has yet to be there. Tell me, where in the world is Joseph Patrick Ryan? He might be teeing up on the back nine or giving a perm to his dog Archie. Maybe sitting in air conditioning watching his dad landscape his yard. Well, he might have lost his keys because he's old and has no memory. Tell me,
where in the world is
Joseph Patrick Ryan?
He might be importing exotic water for his pool. It comes from a body who's from Benito.
Well, it's time to start the show, and Joe is on the go to nowhere. He might show at 9:15 and think that he is right on time. Maybe he's busy getting guests. Wrong. So I guess we'll have to wonder where in the world is Joseph Patrick Ryan? I wonder
where in the world is
Joseph Patrick Ryan?
Joe.
Huh. Boy, that song's getting old. Isn't it? Seems like we play it every week.
Well, there's a lot of questions on where Joe's at.
Well, he's had some kind of complications. I don't know whatever those may be. We do not know. He did not elaborate. But Joe is not here. But Scott Kirby, Jake Johnston, Lloyd Kirby, and Jim Ash are here. We are at Four Corners Lube here on the west side of town, here at the Four Corners.
If anybody has seen Joe Ryan, call in to win a prize.
What kind of prize? We're going to give away one of these grasshoppers?
That's what we're doing. We're going to talk to Andy. Let's see.
I don't think Andy's going to approve of that.
No.
But that'd be nice. That'd be one heck of a. We'd have callers. Our phone lines would be just lit up. Jim would be crazy.
I'd have to learn some new voices because I'd be calling in.
Yeah, they have some really nice zero-turn mowers here. The Grasshopper, it's probably one of the top of the line zero-turn mowers, I would say. And they got the Husqvarna. That's probably more for residential. These Grasshopper mowers, man, those things are nice. And we were just looking at some of the attachments that can go on one of these things.
Oh, yeah.
This thing can do anything.
Just about. I mean, you can put, for your wintertime pleasure, you can put the cab over on it. You got a snow blower. You got a couple of different blades you can put on the front of it, a V-nose. You got the sweep you can put it on there. You got a leaf blower you can put on there. And that leaf blower looks like it can blow over your building.
That can move some clippings. But yeah, if it's that time of year, Jake, where everybody's getting out and doing some yard work, and boy, if you need anything for that yard, right here's the place to be. I mean, they've got leaf blowers, weed eaters,
edgers,
chainsaws. There's a nice looking tiller out there.
Yeah.
They've got used mowers, and I'm sure they service all these mowers. And but yeah, anything that you need for yard work, anything outside, this is a place to be. And,
that's the best part about it is, and we're back. The best part about it is, if you have an issue with your product, bring it in here. They have experts that know how to work on it. They get you right in, get you taken care of quickly, and when you get back home, your machinery is going to work.
Absolutely, and. Boy, they sure do look nice, and boy, it'd be fun to mow some yards.
I tell you what, I test one out last year, and it is an amazing cut with these grasshopper mowers. But I'm not gonna lie, I've had a Husqvarna for a few years now. Love it.
Yeah.
It's a front end mower and all-wheel drive, and that little beast can do some damage.
Oh yeah, and the seats on these grasshoppers, man, they just look comfy.
Oh, they got the plush ones on here.
They got the armrest, and boy,
big plush padded armrest with extra reinforcement underneath, so you can change the angle of them a little bit. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice, my friend.
So get on out here to Four Corners Lube, or if you need that oil change, get on out here. Their phone number is 735-2761. Yeah, Jim.
Well played.
It's right there on the side of the truck.
Jim's looking all over. How the hell's it remember that? I can't remember our phone number.
I didn't give you that number, but they sell and repair new and used mowers right there. Boom. Yep. And so we're back here. This is kind of a seasonal thing here because, during the winter time, really
not selling a whole lot of mowers.
So now we're back here for the cheap seats, and glad to be here, and a nice, cold, gloomy Saturday. The rain's on its way, Jake. I know you have some softball.
Allegedly.
It's coming.
We've got softball.
Softball and down
lightning,
in Springfield.
I guess maybe we'll play for a few games.
Yeah,
big tournament down at SIU.
Yeah.
Let's see. UIS.
UIS.
I keep saying it backwards.
That's so we know what you mean. But yeah, that's going on today. High school softball, baseball, are they playing today? Phone lines are open, 737-3791 if you want to give us a call and update us on that. I was looking a little bit online.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some updates on how they're doing with the standings and everything, and how they've competed throughout the week.
Yeah, I know they've been playing some good ball. They beat some good teams. I know they had a big comeback a week or so ago up in Bloomington. And so the baseball team, looks like they're having a solid season. But, give us a call and give us a little more information on how that season's going, who might be standing out. I know we've had some kids signed to continue their career in college, play some ball. So
I think that's pretty
exciting.
Cool, man. A lot of the area schools have had some players signing, and this week was a big week for that. Here in Lincoln, of course, we had quite a few kids, and then Mount Pulaski had a few that had been out there to where I could see, some Facebook stuff posted and whatnot. And then Clinton also, we have a lot of listeners over there, I know, and they had a few kids signing up as well. So pretty cool seeing the kids going to the next level to continue playing their sports. Yeah,
the seniors, only, maybe 2 or 3 weeks of school left?
Yeah, right at the end.
Man, has this year just flown by or what?
It's amazing, man. Just when it starts, we're talking football and everything, and talking a few fall sports, and all of a sudden, boom, we're right into basketball. Now basketball's over. It feels like the year's over.
Yeah, kind of. The school year kind of, is. Baseball, they're getting towards the end where they'll be in regionals here shortly, and seniors graduating, and boy, it just kind of moves on. I know Bryson's finishing up his sophomore year at college. He'll be home here in a couple weeks. So there goes my routine.
Well, learn a new one for about a month. Well, and who knows? He's getting a little older. He might not want to be at home quite as much.
Well, he's going to be doing a lot of work. Yeah,
is that your plan?
Well, that's his plan that we kind of enforced. Well, it's college isn't cheap, and
I've heard this.
You're going to find that out. How old's your oldest?
Well, Sydney is sophomore this year.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, freshman. She's sophomore.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be finding that kind of stuff out here in about 3 years, and it's.
Nick's going to trade school, fortunately for me. So
that's. You know what? That's
he set himself up well for that.
Yeah,
so
that's a good choice, and a lot of kids kind of detour from that. But trade school, that could be anything: welding, HVAC, plumbing, all kinds of stuff. And there's jobs out there for that.
He's into welding and pipe fitting, and seems to be doing well at it as well. So and seems to be enjoying it. So that's kind of a cool thing, seeing a kid kind of finding his way at the same time he's learning and learning the trade, and when he's ready to start implementing what he's learning, he's going to be making some money doing
it. And then a lot of those trade schools, they find you jobs.
They set you up pretty good.
So that's
especially if you're with a few of those, especially if you're willing to move, like for pipe fitters and whatnot. If you're willing to not just stick around this area and whatnot, you can really expand what you're going to make, as well as where you're going to work and everything. So it's a pretty cool gig, man.
Absolutely. Well, hey, let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll talk some baseball. The Cubs and Cardinals in action last night. Both lose.
Oh. It wasn't pretty.
Your Cards, man, they have some trouble with the Reds. So we'll talk about that when we come back after these messages. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Your tax refund goes further at Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln, and your home will thank you for it. That's right, Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln will outfit every room in your home while saving you money with top quality furniture from Ashley and the full line of Bemco mattresses. Everything's on sale, including sofas, recliners, plush sectionals, complete dining room sets, and bedroom outfits, perfect for every budget. This year, use your tax refund on something that will provide your family beauty and comfort. Gorgeous new furniture and Bemco bedding from Jake's Furnishings in Lincoln. For more details, stop by the Jake's Furnishings showroom, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Check out their all-new website at jakesfurnishings.com, phone 735-1212, and become a fan on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own.
This is Attorney Jim Grimaldi. Have you been arrested for DUI? A DUI is a serious offense with potentially severe consequences, which may include jail time, high fines, lengthy periods of probation, even suspension or revocation of your driver's license. The laws regarding DUI are very complex and continually changing every day. You need an attorney with knowledge and experience in handling DUI cases, whether or not this is your first offense. I have vast experience in the area of DUI law. As a former chief DUI prosecutor for Sangamon County, I prosecuted thousands of DUIs and was exposed to every possible defense strategy. Call me and let me put my experience to work for you.
Call Grimaldi Law Office now at 217-651-8089. That's 217-651-8089, or visit GrimaldiLawOffice.com. Newly remodeled and completely updated, the Christian Village is Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services. The Christian Village at 1507 7th Street offers a wide array of living options for older adults, such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. For private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community of compassion.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac. During the month of April, Chevrolet is offering some special discounts below MSRP on several of our best-selling models. Now to the end of April, you can get 17% below MSRP on a 2019 Impala, 19% below MSRP on a 2019 Malibu, and 20% below MSRP on a new 2019 Equinox. These offers are for well-qualified buyers that may not qualify for all offers. See dealer for details. To get more information on these and our other offers on new Chevrolets, Buicks, and Cadillacs, call us at 217-735-4444, visit us on the internet at www.growing.com, or visit us at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Grow family. It's Grow right now.
Joe Ryan here again. If I had a crystal ball and could tell you exactly when to purchase your life insurance, would you do it? Or would you wait around just to see if I am correct? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I will tell you that now is the time. And with a Country Financial ROP Rider, you will receive a tax-free return of your premium at the end of the term. Call me, Joe Ryan, and ask about the ROP Rider, 735-4385.
Spring is in the air, and there's no better time than now to get into Four Corners Lube in Lincoln and experience the full line of Husqvarna and Grasshopper lawn machines, products, and accessories. While you're at Four Corners Lube, check out the zero-turn mowers along with battery tools, trimmers, and much more for all of your landscaping needs. With special pricing and incentives happening now, you don't want to wait. Four Corners Lube is also your home for the professional in and out oil change every Monday through Saturday, where you don't need an appointment. For more information about the great deals on everything Husqvarna and Grasshopper, stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and phone 735-2761.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
Join the happy folks who choose the beautiful Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, Illinois. Part of the Hilton family hotels, you'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast served every day, an indoor heated pool and whirlpool, along with competitive rates on wedding and reunion blocks all year long. So don't wait. Reserve your stay at the Hampton Inn Hotel in Lincoln, or schedule your complimentary tour and consultation for your business meetings and events. Phone the Hampton Inn Hotel at 217-732-6729. That's 217-732-6729, 24 hours a day, and go online to lincoln.hamptoninn.com. Just off Interstate 55 at exit 126 at the Lincoln Hampton Inn. They love having you there.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. You can listen to us on the Mixlr app on the go. Just go to your iTunes store or Google Play, whatever that is, and download the app. Listen to us on the go. And we're on YouTube.
Speaking of Joe on the go,
where
is he?
He might be on the go.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
Leaving on a jet plane or something.
Yeah, he didn't really tell us what was going on. Just he had some complications. I don't know. What's that?
I feel bad for your partner. I've got to leave a little early.
What do you think that means, Lloyd? Complications, like?
He's a complicated dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very complex. I'm sure it probably, maybe a complication was, I don't know.
Yeah, you've got thoughts here, Scott?
Well, no. That's why there was a moment of silence right there.
Okay. I didn't know if you were trying to say anything.
Well, yeah, I got to watch what I say because I slipped up last week. So.
Well, we were talking about the shiplap.
Yeah, and well, I don't know what we were talking about.
I feel like it was really coming together.
It just turned into a little around the campfire discussion.
Yeah.
And, some words were said that apparently you can't say.
No, I think there can be a fine ensued with what you were saying.
Anyway, it is April's coming to an end, Jake, so that means the first month of baseball is about to wrap up. Your Cardinals are in first place. The Brewers jumped over the Cubs last night. They're in second, and the Cubs are in third. Unfortunately, the Cubs lose to Arizona last night, and the Cards lose to Cincinnati.
It wasn't just a loss. I mean, when you got Jed Jerko coming in at the very end to throw his little knuckler to strike out finish out the inning. That's a bad day.
It's a bad day. In the Lou, you guys always seem to struggle against Cincinnati, and Cincinnati a much improved team this year.
Well, I tell you what, they can hit the ball. If they can get some pitching, then they're going to be a tough team. But as of now, they haven't quite gotten it all together. They're sitting in the cellar there at 11-14 on the season. The Cardinals are 15-10. So we've been fortunate to kind of pitch around our starting pitching issues and keep us in a lot of games, and our bats have pulled us out. Last night wasn't the case, but so far on the season it hasn't been bad.
No, you guys, I think before last night, won 5 in a row. So playing some good ball, beating up on the Brewers a little bit there, and so that's always good. As a Cub fan, I mean, I don't know, what do you take, Cubs? Cub fans, like the Cardinals or the Brewers? Really neither, but when you guys can beat up on each other like that helps out. And it's still early though. A lot of teams still trying to find what kind of team they are and trying to find those guys those go-to guys. And like you mentioned, Jake, starting pitching is key. And I think both Cubs and Cardinals bullpen kind of struggled early on.
Well, our bullpen hasn't been bad. We've had a couple issues with really just a couple players so far in the bullpen. But bullpen as a whole has been pretty solid. I'd say one of our stronger points. But our starting pitching, I think we've given up the third most home runs in Major League Baseball for the month of April.
And that's just to the Brewers.
The Brewers were a big part of that. I tell you what, that Brewers team, they can hammer the ball. But it's one of those things. We're right there. It looks like maybe warmer weather can really help our starting pitching, but we'll see how it goes on throughout the season. We also have a couple guys that are starting to get healed up and move forward with Reyes. Who's down the minors working on becoming being the starter that we're hoping he will be. And also Carlos Martinez is on the mend right now. It looks like he'll be coming back soon.
Well, that'd be a big boost for you guys as far as pitching goes. And Reyes is always an intriguing young kid, with his ceiling is just so high. And then unfortunately he's been
kept getting derailed by some injuries.
The injury bug has hit him the past couple years, and that's a kid I liked about 3 years ago, just watching him pitch when they brought him up. And, the injury's really a huge setback for him. And it's kind of curious how he responds to that when he does bounce back and get in the majors, because that's always going to be in the back of your mind, injuries and if he can stay healthy. But if this kid can stay healthy, he's got a pretty bright future.
I believe you're right. I mean, he's a big arm with some good command of his secondary pitches. So you have to hope that he can translate that into the majors. Now, they did have him up early in the year to as in a relief role, and that was one of our hiccups there with one of our relievers was him. However, I don't feel that he thinks of himself as a reliever, and I think that's what the Cardinals saw as well. They said, you know what, this kid's got an unbelievable arm, but he needs to be coming in as a starter. and so they sent him down. He's had some success. He's also had some issues down there in the minors too that they're working on. But if he can get it figured out, even if it's mid-June, end of June, even beginning of July,
right?
I mean, how big of a pickup would that be? Picking up a guy that could, he could potentially be an ace of a team.
Absolutely.
I mean, he has that kind of ceiling. So,
well, moving over to the Cubs real quick. They started out the season slow, starting to win some games. They lose to Arizona last night, I think 8-3. And, and that's one of our problems right now is pitching, Jake. They signed Kyle Hendricks to a 5-year extension, and last night he just didn't have it going, and Arizona was all over him. And Cubs were able to bounce back there early to pull within 1 or 2 with a homer by Chris Bryant. Hopefully that gets him going. He's been struggling as of late, KB. And, a home run like that, tends to get hitters going, so hopefully that's a good sign for him. And Javi Baez, boy, he's just Javi Baez. He's he picked up where he left off last year, and he's fun to watch. He's clutch. Some of the stuff he does, you just shake your head, but man, he's a good ball player. He's fun to watch. And the Cubs starting to win some games, but it's still a long way to go, and boy, it's only April.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Baez, what happened to Addison Russell?
Addison Russell, well, he's suspended some games for domestic abuse.
Okay.
He is actually going to be in the minors playing some games, getting ready to come back. I think he had a 40-game suspension.
Okay. Well, I knew he'd gotten suspended, but I didn't know what the time frame was on him. And are they expecting him to come back and be their starting shortstop, or are they thinking?
I don't know. That's a good question, because where do you put Baez? But we do have a caller on the line. Who are we talking with this morning?
Hey guys, how you doing this morning?
We're doing all right. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. You segued very well into what I was going to talk about, and that's Addison Russell. Addison actually is in Des Moines on his what they call a rehab assignment. He'll be eligible to come back to the team, I believe, the end of next week with that. And that actually is a very big piece that right now the Cubs are trying to figure out what to do with him.
Right, because
you can put him back in at shortstop, Javi's Javi. And Del Scalzo is doing such a great job at second, along with Zobrist, who you've got the big contract on. My feeling right now, the best thing for them to do is to use him as a trade piece, because quite honestly, we need pitching.
Absolutely.
We need relief pitching. Hendricks got rocked last night. The outing before that, he looked back to the old professor again.
Right.
So everybody's going to have a bad outing once in a while, but I'm more encouraged by what Hayward's doing right now, how he's coming back. He's looking more like Jason Hayward of 3 years ago. So I think the big thing right now is to get the pitching lined up, and especially the back end of the bullpen.
Yeah, and the back end of the bullpen right now is kind of struggling. We got Strope there, and who knows about Morrow. I don't know if he'll return this year or not. He says he is, but it's not looking real good for that. And, I'm with you on Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, they're saying end of May on him, but how effective is he going to be when he comes back? And Pedro Stroper is my good friend from school. Always called him Old Crooked Hat. He just scares me when he goes in, because you never know which Pedro is going to show up.
Yeah, you can usually tell about the first 2 or 3 pitches what kind of Pedro that is out there. And the other night, he got the save, and it was kind of a long day for him. Had his car stolen that day. And
I heard about that.
He goes out and gets the save, but yeah, he's not very consistent, and you just don't know what you're going to get. And being a closer, Madden's got to be confident in putting somebody out there, and right now, I just don't know who it is.
Well, and I don't think he's confident in the bullpen as a whole, because if you look at it, the shuttle bus back and forth from Des Moines is on a daily basis. Going back and forth, because whoever they bring up may do good for 1 or 2 games, and then, you know, they blow up and they ship them right back down there and bring the next piece up. So I don't know. The answer I'd like to see what they could do. You know, Craig Kimbrell is still available.
Yep.
Great closer, but I don't know what the cost would be involved to bring him in.
Well, I think as the year goes on, I would hope that cost would go down, and somebody's going to jump on that. And you got Keuchel out there as well.
I was going to say, yeah,
and,
there's still a few good names out there, and there's other relievers as well.
And I don't know, the price tag must be pretty high, or they know something that we don't, because those are 2 quality pitchers that are unsigned, and that's just it just amazes me.
Well, you know, with those guys being unsigned, you would think that their agents will be telling them, hey, you need to be in game-ready shape by end of June, because I don't think they want them to actually sign with any team till the end of June. You get to the end of June and people start looking at trade deadline moves. You got these guys that are out there that you don't have to give up anything for except some dollars. Well, I think that's what their agents are thinking. I think that's what's probably going to happen.
Well, with MLB, they throw money around, and it's just there's got to be something more to it that we don't know. Health-wise, I know they're probably up there a little bit in age, but it'd be nice to have them for a season or 2.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree, especially with the veterans that they are. So
yes, sir. So Dino, it's the month of April is kind of coming to a close, and I know Theo said right from the get-go that he wants to lead the division. Doesn't look like that's going to happen after April. Cubs off to a little bit of a slow start, but looking better as of late.
Looking better, but I don't think they're going to be there at the end of May right now either.
No, it's just we're too inconsistent. We got to get KB going, Rizzo going. That middle of the lineup is supposed to be your big dogs, and they're just not there right now. And Baez can't do it all. No. There's a lot of what ifs there on that roster. That they got to start coming through, or Theo's got to think about, making some moves and doing something.
Absolutely.
All right, Dino. Well, thanks for calling in, and enjoy your weekend, and we will talk to you down the road. All right, buddy. Thanks. Hey, we need to take another commercial break, as it is 9:34. Take another commercial break. We come back. We'll talk a little NFL draft, which started Thursday night and goes all the way through the weekend. Did you watch any of it?
I watched a little bit, yeah. Absolutely.
A lot of exciting moves.
The moves are what you're talking about now. I mean, that's what everybody's talking about right now, the moves.
The moves, the picks, the questions. Everybody's excited right now because, their team is trying to build something up, and the draft is down in Nashville. Looks like it was a pretty big success, so we'll talk about that after these commercials. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Experience outstanding at Lincoln College. Our dedicated faculty and staff get to know you and what will help you succeed on a personal level.
I don't feel that it's work. You get up every morning, I get to come to work, I get to see the kids, and it's not a job. It really doesn't feel like one.
We really do enjoy our work. It's really worthwhile. It never gets old to see people realize that they can be who they want to be.
Come find out what it means to be outstanding at Lincoln College.
At Lincoln Printers in downtown Lincoln, the number one aim is to provide complete quality satisfaction at a fast, fair price while utilizing modern technology and a creative flair. With great customer service, Lincoln Printers offers business printing, invitations and personalized cards, quick copies, and faxing. But did you know Lincoln Printers also offers vehicle and window vinyl, large format printing, full-service bindery application, and graphic designs? For all of your printing and sign-making needs, see why for over 40 years, Logan County and Central Illinois has chosen Lincoln Printers for high-quality, fast turnaround, and affordable prices. For more information, phone Lincoln Printers at 217-732-3121. Stop by the office at 711 Broadway Street, across from the fire department in downtown Lincoln, or email lincolnprinters@abelink.com. A business Abe Lincoln will be proud to lend his name to.
During April, your tire rebate doubles when you use your GM Buy Power card.
This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac in Lincoln, with some great money-saving offers to help you get ready for spring and summer driving. Get up to a $200 mail-in rebate on select tires when you use your GM Buy Power card to pay for your tire purchase. A $100 rebate becomes $200 on Bridgestone, Continental, Goodyear, Hankook, and Pirelli. A $70 rebate becomes $140 on Firestone and Michelin. A $50 rebate becomes $100 on BF Goodrich, Dunlop, and General. A $40 rebate becomes $80 on Uniroyal. These offers good until the end of April. Rebate offer requires mail-in rebate form. Please call us at 217-735-4444. Visit us at www.growing.com or stop by and visit us at Grau Incorporated on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Come join the Grau family.
For over 58 years, Eaton has been a proud part of the Lincoln community, building over 5 million high-quality commercial and residential power distribution products each year, featuring load centers, metering devices, and air conditioning disconnect devices. Eaton is America's choice for top-quality, high-performance electrical equipment made in beautiful Lincoln, Illinois. Eaton is a proud Lincoln Community High School sponsor. Go Railers!
If you are searching for first-rate outpatient therapy with flexible scheduling, or short-term rehabilitation, or long-term care, then look no further than the new St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln. Your trusted provider for over 45 years is proud to introduce our brand new building, including our state-of-the-art gym and short-term therapy wing. We are happy to oblige with our new cafe, specialty care rooms, private suites, modern-day features, and so much more. When you need successful therapy to get back home or compassionate long-term care, you need the new St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln. Please call 217-870-1097 to schedule your tour today.
The Community Action Partnership is a national network of 1,000 agencies that creates change across the country. At Community Action, we believe that people should be given the chance to succeed. We have many success stories, but there's more work to be done. Our programs help teach and empower people of all ages. We create affordable housing and find jobs. We heat homes and transport people. Community Action Partnership, America's poverty-fighting network, helping people, changing lives.
We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. I paid for this spot on the radio today to remind you of something that you have been putting off for a long time. Life insurance. You need life insurance. I know that you were waiting until after you paid off the car, or after your vacation, or as soon as you lose weight and quit smoking. The fact is, you need life insurance. Your family depends on you to provide an income for them. You need life insurance. Call me today, Joe Ryan, 735-4385.
Spring is in the air, and there's no better time than now to get into Four Corners Lube in Lincoln and experience the full line of Husqvarna and Grasshopper lawn machines, products, and accessories. While you're at Four Corners Lube, check out the zero-turn mowers along with battery tools, trimmers, and much more for all of your landscaping needs. With special pricing and incentives happening now, you don't want to wait. Four Corners Lube is also your home for the professional in and out oil change every Monday through Saturday, where you don't need an appointment. For more information about the great deals on everything Husqvarna and the Grasshopper, stop by Four Corners Lube at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and phone 735-2761.
Hey, that was Lloyd's theme song.
Was it?
Yeah, I guess that's what we play when you you come on, because you're a Looney Tune. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. We are at Four Corners Lube, and it's the Kirby and Kirby show now, as Jake had to leave for a softball game down at UIS, and he's probably going to get down there and turn around and come back because the rain is coming.
It is.
It's supposed to hit about 11? Yeah, between 11 and 12.
Yep.
So we got about 20 minutes on the show. Looks like we're going to bypass the rain, thank goodness. And then you get to sit inside all day with nothing to do on a Saturday.
Well, there's plenty to do.
Raining.
You can work on the website.
Yeah, I do need to get going on that. That's a good point. Thanks for pointing that out.
Thank you.
Yeah, the website needs a lot of updating.
And now that we have access again, that will help.
That really set us back about 4 months. Because when somebody set it up, they gave us like 2-month access.
Yeah, it was like a trial membership.
Jim. And
Battery didn't pay his credit card bill, and domain got shut down or something.
It's still up and running. It just we couldn't contribute to it. Jim could, but Jim doesn't
chose
know.
Not to.
Jim don't know. Did you watch any of the draft? NFL draft.
Just little bits and pieces.
Yeah, started Thursday night with the opening round down in Nashville, Tennessee. A big turnout down there. And the NFL started doing this a few years ago, moving the draft around. It's always been in New York in years past, and they moved it to Chicago for a couple years. And I think it was it Dallas last year?
That might be right.
Dallas, well, if it is, we'll make it up. But I do believe it was now in Nashville. So NFL moving the draft around, which I think is a great idea because it just gets, fans more interested and, if your hometown is hosting the draft, get out there and support your team. And it seems like every team, all 32 teams are represented at these drafts. And it's pretty neat. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but they're kind of isolated where if you look, you got like your Bears fans, your Cardinal fans, Tampa Bay. I don't know if they have certain sections for them or what, but it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. My wife and I were out for dinner, and they had the draft up, and Tampa Bay came up, and I thought, well, it's in Nashville. There's not going to be anyone there, and they showed it, and there's a pretty big, looked a little bit like a political convention. They've got all these different sections of delegates for the different teams, so kind of cool.
So I'm sure, I don't know if they hand pick them to let them in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like it's even number.
Yeah, you would think we would know because they had it in Chicago, and I don't know, our media credentials, I guess, got lost that year.
Yeah. Yeah,
that seems to happen a lot. We talk about going to the state tournament.
Jim likes to keep us. Yeah. He likes to keep us in a 5-mile radius.
If we say something about can we go a day before, that's called advanced planning on this show. Usually it's more like 5 minutes before.
Exactly,
hey,
Joe.
Got complications.
Complications. You can't do it. But yeah, Kyler Murray, the number 1 pick overall from Oklahoma, the second quarterback pick number 1. Last year, Baker Mayfield, obviously going to the Cleveland Browns. And now Arizona, Joe, they take Kyler Murray, which stirred up a huge controversy because last year they took Josh Rosen, and now they trade him to Miami. And that's just like a little soap opera right there in Arizona. Rosen was their guy, a few months ago. No, he's our guy. Well, apparently not when Kyler Murray declared for the NFL. A lot of people thought he might play baseball. The Oakland A's signed him to a deal, and he turned down the A's and wanted to play some football, continue his football career, and he's the number 1 pick overall.
Yes.
Bears fans, not a whole lot happening for us in the first 2 rounds. If you guys remember, we traded a lot of our picks for Khalil Mack last year. Does that upset you? No, not me, because Khalil Mack is he's a first rounder for the next 5 years. That's what type of athlete he is. So it doesn't really hurt us now. I guess the third round was yesterday, and they trade up a few spots to take a David Montgomery, a running back out of Iowa State. Read up a little bit on him. A lot of people say he's a slower version of Jordan Howard, who they traded to the Eagles. But, that's just, I think that was a Green Bay Packer. So go figure. But, Ryan Pace has had some success with lower round picks for the Bears. So they must have really liked this Montgomery kid because they traded up with New England. I think they traded maybe up 8 or 9 spots. I'm not really sure. But to go up and get him, and so they must have seen something that they like.
Some scout saw something.
And I saw some tape on. I guess he has good hands. He can catch the ball. Good blocker, which I don't know. Jordan Howard wasn't a horrible blocker, but wasn't much of a receiver out of the backfield. And with the type of offense that the Bears are wanting to run, that's what they want. They want a running back that can catch, and that sounds like David Montgomery is going to be their guy.
Also won a major award from the Philadelphia media area this week.
Yeah, okay, I had a text.
No, David Montgomery is one of the owners of the Phillies, and he just received a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, so all right, so there's another David Montgomery.
Exactly.
Okay.
Dual threat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, most people don't. So we can move on.
Yeah, moving on. The draft is going on again today, as it'll be all day. I think. They got about 3 rounds today.
I think that's right. Yeah,
it should wrap. I don't think it's on Sunday, is it? I think it wraps up today.
I think that's
it's
correct.
a 3-day deal in Nashville, and maybe next year we can go. We'll give Jim an advance notice.
We're letting you know right now.
He needs 2 days or 2 weeks.
Yeah,
depends where it's at.
That's a good point.
Yeah, maybe if it's in Indy, that'd be cool. We could do that.
Well, if that Vegas team, when's that coming into the league?
Oh, yeah. We could find some cheap flights, couldn't we?
Is that next year?
Jim just shakes his head and looks away. He does that a lot on the morning show, on the country morning show, too. You
should live stream that sometime.
Yeah. Because from what I hear, he's having a big old party at his house.
Oh, yeah?
That Jeff was setting up. Jeff number
sweet.
2. Jim's having a party.
Pick your own peaches or pick your own pears?
Pears. And no, Jeff said he's going to have it catered and everything.
Oh, sweet.
So, and a band, right? The Greg Glick Band, yeah. So, I think it's happening.
All right.
Park Place.
So
Just have a big old block party.
Block off the whole street and both sides of the boulevard.
Yes, sir.
Balloons for the kids.
NFL draft. Tampa Bay, what are their needs? I know you're a big Tampa Bay fan.
Their defense has been horrible. Their red zone offense has been horrible. Really, like I said, what aren't their needs? I was watching the draft, and they were mostly listing defense, although they did list quarterback as a need, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Is the Jameis Winston show
this is the last year. They picked up his option this year, I believe, and then this will be sort of the make or break year, I think. I don't know. Lots of potential, but obviously not. Hasn't really been fulfilled. So.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, Tampa Bay was just kind of right on the verge of breaking out and taking that next step. And then, I don't know because Winston, I don't know if maybe his leadership kind of set him back a little bit. But then, he struggles. They bring in Fitzpatrick, and he has a few solid games. And they bring back Winston. It just seems like there's no consistency there, and the team just kind of had no direction and just fell apart.
Yeah, exactly. And I think at least ownership must have felt at least part of that fell to the coaching staff, because now they've got new leadership there as far as a new head coach, and obviously he brought in new assistants. So we'll see. All the media reports, when I follow them during the season, always talk about Winston and how the players around him love his leadership on the field and his passion, and supposedly the team feels like they're going to be more successful, but it obviously just hasn't translated into the win column. So we'll see if the new coaching can maybe light a fire under him and bring something out.
Well, in the NFL, it seems like your team can just change year to year, and although you're in last place one year, you can really bounce back up with a few additions, and that's where the parity in football, it seems like it's easier to, rebuild, I guess is the term, because it only takes a few pieces, and not like basketball where they're building these elite teams. Football is just so spread out and not watered down, but it just seems more even keel. And the main thing I think for a team is to find the quarterback is the leader. And if you can get a solid quarterback that can lead your team, like look at the Patriots, where are they at without Tom Brady?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a staple to that franchise, and it's something that's there year in, year out, and that really helps a football team. And if you don't have that, we've seen it, and teams just seem to struggle and not able to, be consistent and take that next step.
Exactly. I think that was a record, by the way.
What's that?
You mentioned Tom Brady, and the conversation was only about 10 minutes long talking about him. If Joe was here, it's usually a minimum 5
Joe,
10 minutes.
His mouth is watering right now. Tom Brady.
Do you think he's listening?
Brady.
He's probably teeing off on the back nine.
I don't know I really don't know. I'm kind of...
Complication is I think he hit it into a water hazard or something.
I'm curious what's complicating Joe.
You are curious like a cat.
Yes.
That's why your friends call you Whiskers.
Whiskers. So what other, we got 8 minutes left in this show here at Four Corners Lube, and starting to get busy out here.
Lloyd, they're hopping. People bringing mowers in and getting oil changed.
They got a little push mower right there. Looks like from the 1920s. It's getting ready to get repaired.
Huh. Did they have them motorized back in the 20s? I thought they had those.
Just push ones?
Yeah, with the blades and self.
I know, Jim. What'd they have back then? What'd you mow with? I'm just kidding. We asked Joe when he gets back in.
Yeah, I think he had a goat herd or something just grazed on the lawn.
What other sports are worth talking about right now? Anything?
Well, let's see. You mentioned baseball, softball. Is there anything else going on out at the high school?
I'm trying to find some information. It's if it's not on Facebook, it's kind of hard to find as far as updates. I know soccer is going on right now, girls soccer.
Yeah, that's true. I've been seeing some posts about those.
Got some track and field going on. Do a hats off?
We can do a hats off. Do you have a theme song ready?
I don't even have.
All right, this is a good generic one.
Hats off. Hats off. Hats off. Hats off. Hats off. Hats off. Hats off.
Is that Batman?
It is Batman. Well, it's hats off.
Oh, it is hats off.
Yeah. But it's kind of like Batman.
I don't even have a hats off. You guys just sprung this on me.
Really?
Do you have a hats off?
You're always prepared.
That's what you would think. When you get a text at 8:20 in the morning saying I can't be there. Oh, I can't be there either. Oh, but I can be there for 10 minutes, but I have to leave. It's hard. Then you wonder why I don't have an agenda.
Exactly.
So we just fly by the seat of our pants.
Like I was telling Jim, I usually put together a graphic for the video stream that says hosting, and then it lists the host names. I mean, I was going to put a big question mark.
So I guess my hats off today will go to Joe Ryan. Usually he gives us a 5-minute heads up.
That's
Today
true.
he gave us a 25-minute. Joe Ryan for trying to be proactive.
He was proactive.
I guess.
That is advance notice from him.
And give us a little bit of advance notice that he had complications.
He did have
that
complications.
He may be late or he may not be here at all.
That sounds like he was in surgery, though.
Complications.
Hear about complications. Maybe we should check. Run over to the hospital when we're done here. And
maybe a hemorrhoid. I don't know. Could that be complicated?
Well, he is kind of a pain in their ear sometimes. So,
do you have a hats off?
I do.
His last home run for Bryce. It's been a minute since he hit one, but he's just saying he was just a hair off. He ain't a hair off on this one. Goodness.
Yeah, hats off to Bryce Harper. big 420-foot. They called it the moonshot on the video replay last night. So Philly's finally back in the winning column.
So is Bryce Harper back on track? Is his feelings not hurt anymore?
We're hoping so. You know, I was
Didn't
thinking
he just
about
get
that.
kicked out of a game the other day and I think Hamill called him out on it. Am I correct?
No. Arrieta called him out on it.
That's what I meant, Arrieta, not Hamill.
Yeah.
Well, why don't Hamill used to pitch there.
Exactly.
I mean, I
that's
wasn't
true.
completely
Where's
wrong.
he pitching now?
He's at the Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
Arrieta.
Yeah.
They flip-flopped.
Yeah, exactly. So,
what was that all about?
Well, Harper in an earlier at bat had been called, had a couple questionable high strikes called on him, and then later on, I can't remember if it was the same inning or the next inning, Cesar Hernandez was up and got a similar strike called on him, and of course teams are letting the umpire have it, and apparently the umpire heard Harper say something which he thought was sort of beyond the scope of what's allowable and tossed him out. So yeah, but yeah, it's definitely, you know, all the Philly media are talking about the buzz around the ballpark. Attendance is definitely up. You know, even on the road, there's larger contingents of Phillies fans. I know there will be a few more in St. Louis here at the beginning of May. I've got tickets to 2 of the games so far, so yeah, I'm liking the move much more so than if they had gotten
Machado.
Yeah,
Haven't heard much of Machado.
No, but
he's kind of just hanging out in San Diego, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw
just
one
kind of getting paid.
Every once in a while, a big defensive play shows up on the web gyms, but yeah, not really.
Well, it's also a different kind of market too. You know, Philly. That's, you know, it's a bigger. I'd say it's a bigger market, Philly, and
definitely more intense.
More intense, more under the scope there, I guess you would say, and with just the controversy and the eliteness of Bryce Harper, it just sticks out more than Machado, where, you know, 13 years. Philly.
That's true.
And if you break it down, it's not all that great of a contract. You know what I'm saying? As far as per year.
Right. Yeah, that was why they.
It's just really confusing to me. I don't know.
Well, they added the extra years. He wanted to. In his press conference after signing, he said he didn't want to, you know, sign for a few years. They offered him an opt-out clause, but he didn't want that. He said he just wants to go somewhere, be there. Call it a career.
That's what he's doing.
Hats off to him.
Well, you just did.
I did.
Hats off, yeah.
Brought it full circle there.
You did. Good job, buddy. And
Thanks.
That took us all the way to the end of the show.
All right.
But let's see if we have any breaking news here.
Do we?
Nope.
Shocking. We are the news beacon of the Logan County.
See, and that's
9 and
another
10.
thing. You guys ask if I have an agenda. Well, if I work on an agenda during the week, it's old news.
Understood.
So you wake up Saturday morning and see what happened yesterday.
Although, you know what we might consider doing is lining up someone who could maybe get us guests. And if we knew about them, you know, say a week ahead of time, we could do some research, prepare questions. We could get together some graphics that show their name and their title on the bottom for the video stream. That would be.
So what are you saying?
We should consider finding. We could open a position of guest getter here.
Okay,
that'd be a good addition to the show.
Yeah. Well, you know, we'd really like to have the softball and baseball coaches on, but it's tough for a Saturday morning show because they're getting ready to play.
Sure.
And I know we tried a few weeks ago, but you know, it's just tough time. And
then when the weather is iffy, sometimes
like right now, I'm sure they're preparing to play. Don't know if they're going to get to. Because it's getting dark out and the rain is right around us here today here at Four Corners Lube. I'd like to thank them for having us, and like we mentioned earlier, you know, it's time to get out in that yard, get mowing. They've got some high quality zero-turn mowers here and any outdoor equipment you need, so get on out here. Four Corners Lube, give them a call, 735-2761. They sell and repair new and used mowers, so if you got a mower in the garage, it's not working, bring it on out. I'm sure they can get her going.
Absolutely.
All right, next week we will be We don't know.
Waffle time.
Yeah, waffles, maybe. I'd like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. Until next week, thanks for tuning into the Cheap Seats.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3 and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Furnish your home for less at Jake's. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 651-8089. The Christian Village, 1507 7th Street in Lincoln, a community of compassion. Phone 732-2189. Eaton Corporation, America's choice for top quality, high-performance electrical equipment for over 50 years. Lincoln College, providing students the best educational experience since 1865. Go online to lincolncollege.edu for more details. St. Claris Manor, their team's dedication is what makes them special. Phone 735-1507. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. We're here to help. In Lincoln, call 732-2159. Schneider Chiropractic, 523 North Elm in Lincoln. For the best in chiropractic care and maintenance, call Dr. Alyssa Schneider today, 217-732-2140. Joe Ryan, Country Financial. For all your insurance needs, see Joe Ryan in downtown Lincoln or call 217-735-4385. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6729. At the Lincoln Hampton Inn, we love having you here. Lincoln Printers.